Hue Jackson's the former Browns Raiders head coach, and he will be leading the Colin Kaepernick workout at the Falcons facility tomorrow, joining us in the Continental Tire Coach's Corner. And, Coach, I was going to ask you about Colin Kaepernick, but let me ask you about your former team. What did you see last night with Myles Garrett?
Well, I was a little surprised. That's not becoming of Myles. I hadn't saw that. So, obviously it's inexcusable, and I know he feels bad about it. He's that kind of guy. I'm a little surprised that it went as far as it did, but at the same time, those things shouldn't and can happen in the league, and I'm sure the league will take a stand on it.
What do you think they do? What's an applicable punishment here?
I don't know. I don't have that particular answer. I know anywhere from, 4 games to the rest of the season or, on hefty fines. I mean, I hadn't seen that happen in the National Football League, but I can definitely say that's not Myles Garrett's character. So somehow, somewhere, I just think he lost it for a second. He lost his cool and did something that's inexcusable.
And Pouncey's probably going to get suspended as well for his role in protecting Mason Rudolph. But if you were Mike Tomlin and your offensive lineman did that last night, what would you say to him today?
Well, I would tell him he needs to be smarter, but I would understand because he watched one of his teammates take a blow with a helmet to the head, and that he reacted. He was trying to do everything he could to protect his teammate, who says that he wasn't going to get hit again. So at that point, I've been around guys that they get in those situations and then they just see red. Once those things happen, they go on the other side and they can't get back until everything's stopped. So I get it.
Moving forward, if you were going to invest in the Browns or the Steelers making the playoffs, even though the Browns won last night, who do you think's got a better chance?
Yeah, well, the schedule for the Browns is set up nice for them. I think it's going to be about, do they have Myles Garrett at all the rest of the year? It's going to be their injuries as they continue to go through the season. And obviously Pittsburgh's defense is playing well. They got to find their offensive rhythm. But right now the Browns are 2-0 in the division. They beat both Baltimore and Pittsburgh. So it seems like they have the easier road to get there.
What is Cleveland missing on offense?
I don't know that they're missing anything, Dan. I think it's just they got to play with a little bit more cohesiveness, I should say, and a little bit more rhythm. I think that's what people would look for. I mean, they opened the game and had an unbelievable drive, that led to a score. And then, they didn't play as well, so there's consistency and doing things right all the time is probably what's needed to have a better offensive performance.
He's Hue Jackson, former NFL head coach, and he will have a role in Colin Kaepernick's workout at the Falcons facility tomorrow. What is your role tomorrow, Coach?
Well, to lead the workout. I'm excited about having the opportunity. I know Colin, when he was coming out of Nevada, Reno, and obviously a sensational player and a really good person, and spent time with him that way. Wish we had drafted him at the Raiders. And obviously I've watched his career. The guy played in the Super Bowl. So he's very talented, could make all the throws. I know when he was coming out, he was very athletic. And I'm just, delighted to have an opportunity to be a part of this.
It's a long layoff, though, Coach, not playing football.
Oh, no, it is. There's no question about that, and obviously competitive football at that too. But in my mind, just knowing Colin a little bit, if any guy can do it, it's him. I've seen guys take time off before, and sometimes they come back better. I've seen guys that take time off, and they don't come back at all. So somewhere in there is where he will be.
More important, the interview process or the workout, in your opinion?
I think it's the workout. I think this is about the workout. I think all the other things that need to be talked about, they will be in time, but I think that's somewhat behind us. Let's find out if he has the skill and desire, the determination to play at this level again, and that will somewhat show itself. And then I'm sure everybody else who has the interest will dive into the other things that they need to dive into.
Do you think there is a team right now that wants to sign Colin Kaepernick before this workout even happens?
I think there are. I mean, I think people wanted to know more about where he is, as far as football. Does he still have the arm talent, the athleticism that he's shown before? I think this, gives the league an opportunity to put some of the things that have happened behind us, and move forward. And if his skill level is where it needs to be, hopefully this leads to an opportunity of him playing again in the National Football League.
What is the one drill, if you were a coach who was going to scout him, that you want to see how well he performs in?
You guys, it's really interesting, Dad, because I think the most important thing will be his conditioning, and if he still has the arm talent, if there's a lot of people, like you said, you've been out of football for quite a while. Have you really worked at a level that's going to give you a chance to go into a National Football League organization and compete at a high level? And most guys, is really interesting, are normally out of shape. They're not in football shape, to make, 60, 70 throws, drop back that many times, be in the shotgun, and have the mental discipline that it takes to play at a high level, play in and play out. That's going to be really important.
Does he run a 40?
I don't know that. I have not been a part of that part of the discussion. My thing will be leading the drills as far as throwing and the things we will ask quarterback to do on the field.
Coach, great to talk to you. Have fun tomorrow, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Hue Jackson. He's the former Browns head coach. Continental Tire, Coach's Corner, no matter what you drive, where you drive, how you drive. Continental has a tire for you. More information, continentaltire.com. Continental Tire, for what you do.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.